In this video, we are going to talk about companies are evolving the world. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. 1. Glaxosmithkline. Sir Andrew Whitty, CEO of Glaxosmithkline for the last 9 years, is to retire early next year. Glaxosmithkline is the 6th biggest pharmaceutical firm in the world. With his departure, he will leave behind a corporation that has set the standard for combining scientific advancement, social impact, and the pursuit of profit. GSK has placed a strategic bet on intellectual property tolerance in developing countries, where it will benefit from the removal of patent protection for medications and the resulting reduction in their pricing. While it might have a negative impact on sales, GSK insists it maintains a profit in every area it serves. In addition, this strategy strengthens brand recognition and market presence over time. Whitty tells Fortune that GSK has been around for 300 years. We plan for the long haul, not just the next year or two, but the following 10, 15, 20, 30, and 40 as well. Things are looking up in the foreseeable future. In the second quarter of 2016, sales of GSK's new products surpassed $1.5 billion, contributing to a 4% increase in the company's overall revenue. 2. Ide Technologies. The desert's version of Rumpelstiltskin. Just as the legendary dwarf turned straw into gold, so does Ide, a world pioneer in desalination technology, change salt water into potable water. 70% of the drinking water in the small Middle Eastern nation comes from the Israeli firm. Freshwater production at its biggest local facility, situated just south of Tel Aviv, is at 165 million gallons per day. Ide, a privately owned company, also constructs and runs some of the world's largest desalination facilities in around 40 more nations. The corporation, now 51 years old, has established the biggest such factory in the Western Hemisphere in Carlsbad, California, which is near San Diego. The facility, which cost $1 billion to build, takes saltwater and makes it drinkable in about 45 minutes, supplying about 8% of San Diego County's water needs. Amazingly, the Carlsbad facility only spends less than half a penny to generate 1 gallon of potable water. Meanwhile, homeowners may expect to pay an extra $5 per month on average to cover the expense of the rise. That's far less than what was achieved in earlier efforts at desalination. 3. General Electric. Since the debut of its huge renewable business plan, Ecomagination, more than a decade has passed since General Electric, GE, made the commitment to double down on clean technology and earn $20 billion in yearly sales from environmentally friendly goods. The last 11 years have shown that Ecomagination was more than simply a public relations stunt. GE had generated $232 billion in sales from its goods as of the end of 2015, while investing $17 billion via Ecomagination in research and development for environmentally friendly technologies. 4. Gilead Sciences. In the United States, pharmaceutical corporations, particularly successful ones, may sometimes serve as convenient scapegoats. For instance, the pharmaceutical company Gilead Sciences has come under fire for the high list price of its game-changing hepatitis C therapy Sovaldi, sometimes known as the $1,000 pill. According to the manufacturer, the price of a generic version of the medicine that is sufficient for 28 days and is sold in India has just dropped to only $100. This is due to the fact that Gilead has entered into agreements with 11 distinct Indian generic drug makers in order to give patients in 101 poor nations with more cost-effective versions of its Hep C medications. And then there's Egypt, which holds the record for having the highest rate of hepatitis C infection of any country in the world. More than 10% of the population is infected. Gilead reduced the cost of its branded Sovaldi by 99% in one region. 5. Nestle. Nestle isn't perfect. It's world's top seller of bottled water, for one thing. But the Swiss firm that's been around for 150 years does a lot of things right. Nestle isn't perfect. It does its sourcing locally, which helps strengthen local economies and improves the living conditions of smallholder farmers in over 50 different nations. It has made efforts to eradicate modern-day slavery as well as child labor from its supply chains. In its 16-year quest to become a nutrition, health and wellness company, it has made concerted progress. It has reduced the amount of fat, sugar, and sodium in thousands of products, and it has fortified many other products, 192 billion servings worth in 2015, with essential minerals and nutrients that are in especially short supply in low and middle income countries. 6. Mastercard. By streamlining the process of accepting contributions, Mastercard is helping nonprofits distribute aid to those who need it most as swiftly as possible. The Mastercard Aid Network was launched in September of last year, and it distributes plastic cards, similar to a gift or prepaid card, from the company that are loaded with points redeemable at specific retailers for necessities like food, medicine, shelter, and even construction materials and business supplies. Compared to the weeks needed to manufacture and import paper vouchers, the deployment time for the chip-enabled system is just a day or two. Because it doesn't need an internet connection, it may be used in places where many people who have lost everything are clustered together, such as refugee camps and disaster zones. Charity can safeguard against fraudulent usage and get insight into users' requirements thanks to the data collected via the transactions, which also benefit the charities in the first place. More than 75,000 individuals have received cards so far, from earthquake sufferers in Nepal to those in war-torn Yemen. Mastercard claims that the initiative is successful because it collects fees from participating charity. Mastercard has also been tapped to head a UN program to better manage and protect sensitive information while distributing relief during times of crisis. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.